I guess if you're watching this, you're like me and you're interested in old railways. You'll also know that the ones that haven't been saved by heritage railway outfits are very quickly disappearing into their surroundings. So this film is based on one photograph. It's this photograph of Andoversford Station. That was on the line that ran from Cheltenham up to Stow on the Road, Bourton on the Water, or on the Midland Southwestern Junction Railway down to Southampton. But let's base this search on just this one photograph. Let's have a look at the salient points. We're on an embankment, judging by the surrounding countryside. There's a road bridge just of here, look. There's this old pine, beloved of this particular railway. And then if you look into the distance, you can just make out the branch lines. That branch goes to Stow on the Road and Kingham, and this one goes down to Swindon and Southampton. Now that might help us if we're going to see what we can see on the ground. If you've ever had a map where what you want to look at is actually on the junction, on the turn of the page, you'll have sympathy with this, because this section of railway actually goes onto 4 different maps. But I'm going to manage with one. Andoversford, line of the old A38, and that crosses the railway there. There you can see the line of the railway, and here you'll notice that the bypass, the Andoversford bypass, actually goes down the track bed, branches off just to there. And so the station would have been up here, looking then down onto the 2 junctions that we saw in the photograph. Not quite sure if that's much help. The problem that we've got is, after Andoversford, there aren't any footpaths or there isn't any access. That there's been completely obliterated. So we'll concentrate our efforts on Andoversford. So this has been built as a bypass, and from this corner onwards actually built on the track bed of the railway. So that disappears. There's the railway then branches right, or well, goes straight on, kind of. If I can sort myself out in the traffic, I'll take that spot there, thank you. And then we'll turn into Andoversford. Carrying on there along on the actual track bed itself for another quarter of a mile or so. And we take these lovely Gloucestershire roads and we'll turn up the aptly named Station Road. And now the railway will be on our right, behind all these houses. You would normally associate those sorts of trees with a station in this part of the world. Look at Cheltenham Station and Broadway Station. They've all got those, so there's a possibility the station was somewhere there. So this is where this road then, the old A40, meets the new bypass, and the railway then is right in front of us now, there and there. This is across the road, opposite side from the houses, and there's an embankment, look. So our rails and our station are on this alignment, and looking on the other side again, it's about there then. That could be a clue. We'll have a quick look. These people can get a bit sniffy on these private estates. Off to the side of the pine trees then is this pathway which follows the line of the embankment. See what we can see. Typical station type pines. Possibly got a wall here, look, at the base of the embankment. Looks old enough to be railway. Nice touch lattice fencing. There's still housing here, which is quite a big estate really. Didn't look it from the road, but it is. Look carefully, snuggled in the hedge there is one of our old friends. Railway sleeper fence post. Brilliant. With the tractor busy working because it's that time of year, the path now deviates and the embankment carries on down there. So now we'll turn and go back. So we're in the station grounds. That looks very much like original wall there on the right, a small one on the left. We're well up onto the embankment at this point. Nice views. And the road's curving towards the pines again. I think you've got to look on this straight bit here is perhaps where the station was. It's about the right location distance wise. And look at this lovely pine. Off to the side here you can see down the embankment. The pavement down there. Zoom in, I'll have a look in there in a minute. The embankment goes on, but we'll turn around here. We'll head back, we've probably annoyed these good people enough. So this then, Andoversford Station. Just over the hedge there you can see the no entry sign, which is the road. And so the embankment would have ended here somewhere. Of the bridge across the road, absolutely nothing, and the rails would have come from our right. Gone straight across there, which is the adjoining embankment. Looking across there, the road has been widened and then it's been raised to meet the new level of the bypass, and so the bridge abutments are being completely grubbed out. Hardly surprising. All we got left is the adjoining embankment, if you can make it out. Beyond the village hall there you can see the embankment carrying on down, look. Not hidden by houses. It's very tall standing here. I think it's lost behind the houses down there. Heading for Swindon. We'll have a wander down here, see if there's anything to be seen. On this side there's actually a path to the bonus. Could be helpful. I don't think we're going to find any visible signs looking at that, but it's a bit too overgrown this time of year. So I'll poke around. Not even so much as a fence post at the moment. We're right here under what would have been the station pines, look. So we're in the right place. We'll wander down here just a little way, see what we can see. Heading for Cheltenham. Hooray, well don't get too excited. I think this is all we're going to find, which is a fence over a small culvert. The bar is wood, I'm not sure if the post is. I think it probably is. Sleeper derivative, I would think. Well, I don't fancy taking that on, so I think we're doing about turn here. It's the A40. Looking towards London down the bypass, and the junction would have gone off the left, we turn right. Over here on this side we've got some old fence posts marking the line. At this point we would be crossing the railway. And not very distinct, but there you can see a jumble of old railway posts as they cope with the public crossing. Footpath if you prefer. And looking farther beyond us, up here, you can see the line of the rail which went to Stow-on-the-Wold. Notgrove, Kingham. You can see it's finding its way up there through the valley. Line of least resistance. Our line, meanwhile, carries on down there, buried underneath this bypass. I'm looking for the turnout. Well, that's useful. I do like an adventure, but blimey. Oh, this better be worth it. Still got the line of posts here. Gonna have a hunt in here, see what we can see. And here it is, the proof. One of them, and several of them. So that's the turnout then. The posts continuing down there then are for our line, if you like, the southern connection. That's the turnout looking back. See the posts here in the foreground are the southern connection. The posts in that lot are for the Stow on the Woad Kingham line. Bypass built on top of the railway for another quarter-mile in that direction towards London. We're popping across here. Oh, could have been railway cottages, couldn't they? Years ago. That's where we've come from. A40 in that direction. Well, the map says that there's no chance of getting near to the railway on any footpath for quite a while. Just take a look. Wandering off to the side here and looking about. There are various straight lines of trees, hedges, hedgerows there. Look. Quite possibly one of them is our railway. There's no way to get there. So I think we'll call it a day at that. So we'll carry on the track bed then, a little bit farther, and where we go left here, the railway goes straight on. To the right of the filling station, I'm guessing. One of the purposes of this video was to show how things disappear, get lost. What's the chances you could lose that then? You might be surprised. You'll have to go on to the next video to find out. Meanwhile, perhaps you'd like to like, share, or even subscribe.